Hello, thank you for being here today. Let's go ahead and get started. We will use a yoga block and a strap for today's class. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and start on our backside. So lying down, legs extended in front of us or knees softly bent, feet apart, taking a little pressure off of the lower back. You can rest your hands on your belly. And when you feel ready, let your eyes close. Start by taking a breath in through the nose and sighing it out through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last time. Seal the lips. Find a steady stream of inhales and exhales in and out of the nose. Letting the mind and body unite. Finding a space of connection between head and heart. Allowing each inhalation to fill you and each exhalation to soften. Allow each inhale to be full. So breathing into the belly. You can make a noise in the back of the throat if you'd like, or no noise at all. Maybe just allowing the breath to be louder than your thoughts. And on your next inhalation, reach your arms over your head, extend your legs out in front of you. Taking a full body stretch, stretch the toes, the fingers, and then bring both knees in and up towards your chest. Squeeze your knees towards your chest. Maybe start to rock side to side. Keep your right knee into the chest as you extend your left leg long. Take a breath in here, fill up the belly. And as you exhale, soften your shoulders back, pull your right knee in. And pause, breathe in the pose. Finding your strap, looping up the leg, looping up the foot on the right side, extending your right leg upward towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders back. Take a small bend in your right knee as you push upward through your heel. Pause in the posture. Notice how it feels in the body and breathe there. Bring your strap into your right hand, both straps into right hand, and allow your right leg to fall outward towards the right side. Nice and slow. You can have a small bend in the knee as you do this, finding to hover above the ground. As you bend your knee, you can pull that upward towards your right armpit. Pause in the posture. Be here and breathe here. As you inhale, draw your right leg back to center. Bring the strap into the left hand. Right hand's going to come to your right hip crease as you gently draw it down, and then let your right leg cross over the midline of your body. Try to keep your right leg nice and straight here, pulling the foot upward towards the left armpit. As you inhale, draw your right leg back to center. We'll bend our right knee, grab a hold of the big toe with your peace fingers, remove your yoga strap. Keep your knee deeply bent, pulling the knee towards the armpit for half happy baby. If the peace fingers on the big toe feels weird, you can grab onto the outside edge of the foot or even the back of the leg here. So just take a moment, find a position that feels best for you. Draw your right hip down and forward, and then pause in the posture. Breathe in the posture. Gently bring the heel down towards the glute. Bring your right knee back to center. Extend the right leg straight. And pause for a moment. On your next inhale, draw your left knee in towards your chest. Interlock the hands around the knee. Relax your shoulders back. Take a full breath in. Breathe into the belly. And as you exhale, create space, pulling the knee in towards the chest. Start to find your strap. Loop up the strap on your left foot, and then slowly extend the left leg upward towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders back. Take a small bend in the knee if you need to, and then pause in the stretch. Stay with those nice slow breaths in and out. The breath helps the energy to move about in the body. So if we have any tightness or areas that feel stuck, our breath helps us to move through that stickiness, cultivating this feeling of freedom inside the body. Take the strap into the left hand and slowly allow the left leg to fall outward towards the side. Be mindful of the transition. Don't rush it. The transition is just as important, if not more so, than the posture itself. How we do anything is how we do everything. Keep your left leg hovering above the ground. Bend the knee if you need to, pulling the knee upward towards the left armpit, and pause. As you inhale, draw your left leg back to center. Bring the strap into your right hand and slowly allow the left leg to cross over the midline of the body. Left hand can come to the hip crease as you gently push the left hip down and forward. Don't force the leg to do anything it doesn't want to do. Just move into the stretch mindfully and with love and with a little bit of curiosity of what happens to our muscles, our bones, what happens to our ligaments, what is going on inside of our body. Tune in, breathe there. The body is a miraculous tool for us. And it's in these practices that we get to pause and offer deep appreciation for what our body does for us on a daily basis. Even small things like getting out of bed and walking to the kitchen, or walking to our car, or driving a car. Just really miraculous, everyday things that we never get an opportunity to stop and pause in. But in our yoga classes, we do get this opportunity to stop, pause, and reflect on what our body does for us every single day. Be here, breathe here, offer gratitude here. And then when you're ready, we'll pull left leg back up to center. We're going to bend that knee, pull the knee towards the left armpit. Grab a hold of the big toe with your peace fingers. Remove your yoga strap, coming into that half happy baby pose. And remember, you can always grab the outside edge of the foot. Really, whatever feels best for you here, your body, this moment, this class. We're going to let our left heel find the glute. Draw the left knee back to center. Extend your left leg straight. Let's take a moment. Let our lower half of the body adjust here. And then we're going to draw both knees in towards our chest. Lift your forehead up. Shoulder blades off of the yoga mat. And we're going to stay for the inhale. And as you exhale, extend your left leg straight. And we're going to inhale, switch, left leg in, right leg straight. And switch. And switch. And switch. Keep your shoulder blades off the ground and switch. You can speed up your breath. Last 3, 2, 1. Right knee in, left leg long, relax. Bring your left knee in to meet right. Roll out your ankles, relax the head back on the earth. Okay, and you can take a little wiggle of the lower back. Just taking a moment to activate our core this morning. Keep your left knee in the chest, extend your right leg long, keep the right leg hovering above the ground. Lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Take a breath in and forceful exhale out. Switch. Good. Just keep switching the legs on that exhale. Shoulder blades up. Last 3, 2, 1. Left knee in. Relax the right leg down. Relax the back of the head down. Pull the right knee in to meet left. Massage the lower back. Side to side. Up and down. Gain enough momentum coming up to a seated position. We'll inhale, bring our arms up and over. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Find an intention for today's class, why you drew out your yoga mat, or just take a moment to offer gratitude to the body, thanking your body for what it does for you on this daily basis. And we'll inhale, bring the arms up and over. As we exhale, take a twist to the right side, left hand outside right knee. Tall spine on your inhale. Take a twist as you exhale. Inhale, reach back up to center, twist center. Exhale, twist left. Right hand outside the knee. Inhale, come on back to center. Bring the arms up and over. As you exhale, cactus your arms. Relax the shoulders down. Start to lean back, squeezing the elbows together. Inhale, reach the arms back above the head. Interlock the fingers. Keep the index finger straight. Try to lengthen up as much as you can, stretching every vertebra of the spine, creating space in the body. And then as you exhale, relax your hands down to the earth. Roll onto the knees. Uncross your ankles, coming into a neutral tabletop. And start to find some nice organic movements this morning in your neutral tabletop. Figure eights with the hips. Maybe a couple rounds of cat-cow. Anything that really feels good for you. Okay, let's start to pause and center. Fingertips forward, shoulders over the wrist, inner elbows spun forward. And tailbone tucks under, nice and active, strong in the core. Curl the toes under. Start to hover the knees off the ground. Push into the mat. Knees are only about 2 inches off the ground. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs. Move your hips. Move your head. Let's take a moment to become really wiggly here. Really letting everything go. Letting your body move freely. And then starting to find stillness. Spreading the fingers wide, pushing into the hands. Feel the hips lift up and back. Nice small bend in the knees. Push down through the heels. Taking your gaze forward, we'll walk our feet forward. Coming to a ragdoll, legs hip width. Soft bend in the knees, grab opposite elbows. And find a little sway side to side. Relax the arms down towards the mat. Start to round your spine up to standing, stacking head over shoulders last. And then start to shake your hands, shake your arms, and shake your legs, and stomp your feet a little bit. And just take a moment, dance everything out, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just shake it out. It's okay, no one's watching you. Do a little turn the other way. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And then pause where you are. And we'll inhale, bring our arms up and over. Lengthen up and back. And then as you exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, let go, a little bend in the knees as you come down. Inhale, take a halfway lift, flat back, shoulders back. And exhale, step back to a plank. Shoulders over wrists, nice strong legs, tailbone tucked. Inner elbows spun forward. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale. Sweep our right leg up towards the sky. Flexing the foot, pushing back through the heel. And as we exhale, we'll step our right foot between the hands. Inhale, rising up to a high crescent lunge. And finding your right knee over your ankle. Maybe a small bend in left knee here, lengthening the tailbone down as you reach the arms up. Take a breath in. As we exhale, take a twist to the right side, bringing the arms wide, finding a small squeeze of your inner thighs. And as you inhale, exalted warrior, lift your left arm up to the sky. Try to find a stretch in that left leg. And then as we exhale, we'll cartwheel both hands down to the ground. Step back to a high plank. Take an inhale. As we exhale, lower the body to the mat. Inhale, lift up for a round of cobra, shoulders back, elbows in, nice strong legs. Exhale, release the forehead down. Inhale, rise up, high plank. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, flexing the foot, pushing back through the heel. And as you exhale, left foot steps between the hands. Inhale, rising up to a high crescent lunge, small bend in your right knee. Arms come up and over. Going to line the body first. Knee stacked over ankle, tailbones tucking under, and then pushing backward through the heel. Really finding that stretch in the top of the leg. I want you to pause in this posture and feel what's happening inside the body. Heart rate starting to maybe elevate a little bit, body starting to get a little bit warm. Pause and become aware of what's going on within you. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, vertical twist, left side arms come wide, taking a little squeeze of the inner thighs together. Did your knees shift? Did you lose alignment? Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky. Stretch so much back with those fingertips that you're getting a stretch in that top of the right leg. And then as we exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the earth. Step back to a high plank. And as you exhale, lower your body to the mat. Uncurl your toes. Lift your chest, cobra. And exhale, release. Inhale, rise up, high plank. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. And take a breath in. And breath out. And if we need to, pedal out the legs. Good. And find stillness. We'll take our gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step the feet forward. Halfway lift as you inhale. And forward fold as we exhale. Coming back to this rag doll, little bend in the knees, grab opposite elbows here. And you'll notice at first that your elbows are probably below your nose, or your forearms are below your nose. And I want you to draw your arms back so that your biceps come with your ears. And this creates kind of like a picture frame with your face in the frame. So this is what I'll refer to it from here on out, is face in the frame. Don't let your face come out of the frame. Okay, you're going to take a bend in the knees and then inhale, lift the chest, Utkatasana, chair pose. Keep your face in the frame. Tailbone tucks under. And elbows drawing back, biceps with the ears. And then as we exhale, forward fold. And, all right, we're going to do that again. Inhale, chair pose, face in our photo frame. Lift the chest, tailbone tucks. Exhale, release, forward fold. Good. This time switch the grip of the arm. So make it your funny grip. Outside arm in, inside arm out. Bend in the knees, biceps with the ears. Drop the hips, lift the chest, tuck the tailbone. Utkatasana. Breath in, forward fold. Good. We'll do that one more time. Pull the elbows back, face in the frame, bend the knees. Inhale, lift the chest, tailbone tucks. Exhale, let go, forward fold, release the arms. Good. Pedal out your legs. And round your spine up to standing. Stack the head up over shoulders last. And wiggle your butt, let it go. Wiggle your butt, let it go. Not only are we letting go of this contraction of the muscles, but we're also letting go of some inhibitions here. Just shake it out, let it go. Be silly. Okay. Okay. Bring the hands behind the back, interlock your fingers, roll your shoulders back, lift the sternum up, standing yoga mudra. Good. And then as we exhale, we'll hinge at our hips, forward fold. We want to keep that chest expanding as the belly comes down to the thighs. Arms come up and over. You can shake out your head, yes, no. See how that feels. Good. And then we'll inhale, chair pose. Drop your hips, bend the knees. This time, arms come up and over. Try to get the arms up and over in the same way that we did before. Tailbone tucks under, biceps with the ears. Now, as we exhale, we forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And as we exhale, we're going to step our left foot to the back of the mat, coming into a low lunge or Anjaneyasana. As you inhale, right arm sweeps up to the sky. Right knee is stacked over your ankle here. Right hip is drawing back. Left leg is super, super strong. Stay in this position. Don't dump all the weight into the left hand. Try to stay light, maybe even coming up to the fingertips, strengthening the hand. Stay here for a breath in. As you exhale, right hand comes inside of right foot. Walk your hands over to the middle of the mat as you pivot on the feet. Prasarita Padmottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Let the crown of the head sink down to the earth, and then shake it, shake it, shake it out. Yes, and no, relieve the tension in the upper body, wiggle the shoulders, anything that kind of feels good here, roll them out. And then pause in the pose, Prasarita Padmottanasana. Okay, we're going to take an inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, walk your hands to your left foot, bend your left knee. Left toes are going to turn slightly out. That's totally fine. Nice and strong in your right leg. Anchor into the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Keep your chest lifted, maybe even coming to those to the tips of your fingers here. Lifting the chest, shoulders drawing back, butt back, heart high. Okay, we're going to pivot to the back of our yoga mat. So left leg is now forward, and we're going to inhale, sweeper. Left arm up to the sky for a twist. Good. As you exhale, take your left hand inside of left foot. Walk your hands all the way over to the front of your yoga mat. Pivot on the feet. Bend your left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. High crescent lunge. Find your breath. Okay, we're going to inhale, bring left leg forward for staff pose. Arms up and over. 2 hips in one line. So don't draw that right hip in. Keep the butt cheeks stacked over your heel. Flex left foot. Stay nice and strong. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to kick our left leg back, nice and slow, warrior three. Any arm variation is fine. You can bring the hands to heart center or extend them forward, depending on the size of your room. I don't have much room in here, so I can't really do much with my arms. You're going to start to bend right knee, set left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, rising back up, high crescent lunge. As we exhale, cactus your arms, lift your sternum up. And we're going to inhale, reach our arms back above the head. Exhale, take the hands down to the earth. Inhale, step back to a high plank. And as we exhale, lower your right forearm to the earth and then left forearm to the earth. Forearm plank pose. Tailbone tucks under, legs nice and strong. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, lower the pelvis down to the earth. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, Sphinx pose. Push your pinky fingers or pinky toes into the mat. I guess you could push your pinky fingers into the mat too. And as you exhale, take your gaze down. Curl your toes under. Inhale, rise back up, forearm plank. Push into your right hand, then left hand, plank pose. And as we exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. And we're going to take our gaze forward, bend your knees, jump or step your feet forward. As you inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, let's take our arms up and over. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Good. Inhale, hands behind the back. Non-dominant grip, outside finger in, inside finger out. Roll your shoulders back, lift your sternum up. Standing yoga mudra, tailbone lengthens down. Keep this expansion in your heart, shoulders away from your ears. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Bring your belly down towards the thighs, arms come up and over. Okay, pause here, be here, breathe here. And then inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Drop hips, bend knees. See if you can get those arms up and over the head. Tailbone tucking under, biceps with the ears. Big breath in, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, sweep your left arm up to the sky for a twist. Nice and light on those right fingertips. Don't dump all the weight there. And as we exhale, we're going to take left hand inside of left foot. Pivot on both feet. Walk your hands towards center. Walk your hands below your nose so we have a nice flat back here. And inhale, sweep your left arm up for a twist. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the earth. Inhale, sweep your right arm up, twist it out. Pause in the pose. How does it feel today to be in this position? Exhale, right hand down to the earth. Walk your hands to your right foot, bend your right knee, Skandasana. You're going to go into a lower Skandasana this time. And then we'll walk our hands over to the left side. Bend the left knee, Skandasana. Good. And then we're going to find our flow back and forth. So inhale, lifts the hips. Exhale, walks them over. And I want you to pause wherever it feels good. Try to get at least 3 times back and forth. If you are pausing, if not, just move with your flow. You can keep your hands on the earth or bring them up to heart center, challenging your hips just a little bit. So whatever feels best in your body today, right? We're going to start to pause with our right knee bent. We're going to pivot to the back of our yoga mat. Inhale, sweep the right arm up for a twist. And exhale, right hand inside of right foot. Walk your hands all the way over to the left side. Bend the left knee, pivot to the front of the mat. Bend your right knee. Inhale, arms up to the sky. High crescent lunge. Good, next inhale, staff pose. Push the weight into the left foot, pull the right knee up. As we exhale, we're going to kick back to Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. So try to get that same arm variation that you did before. And you can always have a little micro bend in left knee. Try to lift that right leg as high as possible, really strengthening that booty muscle, the glutes and hamstrings to lift up here. You're going to take a bend in left knee, set right foot to the back of the mat, crescent lunge. Woo, almost fell. Inhale, arms to the sky, and exhale, cactus your arms. Sternum lifts. Inhale, reach the arms back above the head. We'll exhale, take the hands to the earth, step back, plank pose. Good. Lower your left forearm to the earth, and then right forearm plank, booty drops. Good. Drop your pelvis down to the earth, uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, Sphinx pose. So try to pull your belly button through the biceps here. Try to pull your elbows back to help your belly button come forward. Now let's spin our gaze downward. Curl the toes under. Inhale, rise back up, forearm plank. Push into left hand and then right hand plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. And we're going to take our gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet forward. Halfway lift as you inhale. And forward fold as we exhale. Good, nice and slow. Round the spine up to standing, head over shoulders last, arms come up and over. And exhale, hands to heart center. And pause here. Maybe close the eyes. Come back to your breath. Good. When you're ready, we'll blink open the eyes, shifting the weight into your right foot. Activate right leg, kneecap lifts up, nice and strong in the thigh bone. Hip nice and strong as well. So just like we were doing in staff pose, you're going to bend left leg at the knee. Reach back, capture the ankle of the left foot, setting it for Natrajasana, dancer's pose. Good. And we can stay here today, squeezing the heel to the glute. That might feel really nice for some of us, that nice little quad stretch. Otherwise, we're going to take our right arm up and over, and some of us might stay here today. And this is a great place to be. So as we make longer levers, right, our arm gets longer, makes it a little bit harder to balance. So every step matters. Right? So you can stay here today, or you can start to shift your weight forward. So we shift forward as we kick back, right? So one has to happen with the other. Kick your left shin back as you reach your right arm forward. And again, you can always have that little bend in right knee. As we inhale, we're going to come back up to staff pose. So carefully, slowly release the left foot, bring the left knee forward. Good. And then as you exhale, step back to a high lunge. Take an inhale, and we're going to exhale to a warrior two. And so adjust your footing so that you have the heel of the front foot in line with the arch of the back foot. And we can inhale, straighten the right leg, make sure that this is all true for us. Get a nice wide stance, and then exhale. Hinge into that warrior two, arms wide, shoulders away from the ears. Full extension of those fingertips. Let's inhale to a reverse warrior, straighten the right leg. Reverse triangle, straighten the right leg. Reach the right arm back, and then as you exhale, reach right arm forward, forward, forward. Right hand to the earth or your yoga block. Okay. Left arm up to the sky. Now, you're going to reach your left arm forward. So what's forward for you now is wherever your nose is going. And then you're going to extend the arm over the head. So now fingertips going to the front of the yoga mat, anchoring down to the pinky toe edge of left foot. And as you inhale, come on into a reverse warrior. Bend your right knee, lift the right arm up to the sky. And then as we exhale, we'll come into a floating half moon pose. So you're going to launch off of left foot onto right foot, lifting the the left leg up as you lower right hand down and left arm comes up. So arms are at 6 and 12. And try to keep a hover above the ground as you lift that back leg up. And we're going to land softly in that warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And as we exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the earth, stepping back to a high plank pose. And you have an option for a vinyasa here. You can just push it back to a down dog. All is perfect. We're going to take our gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step our feet forward. Halfway lift as we inhale. Forward fold as we exhale. And nice and slow, round the spine up to standing. Stack head over shoulders last. And then we let it go. You can shake it out. Let's shift our weight into the left foot. Spread the toes, lift the kneecap, engage your quadricep. So make sure that hip is engaged. It does a lot of work here. And then we're going to bend right leg at the knee, capture the inside of the ankle with that right foot. So we want that right shoulder nice and open, externally rotating here. And remember, this is a fine place to be. You can even give yourself a little squeeze, heel the glute, get that nice quad stretch here. Or we can start to lift the left arm up, making a nice longer lever. And you're welcome to stay here today. Or we're going to start to lean forward as you kick back. So remember, simultaneous action. You can always have a bend in left knee, kicking right leg back as you reach left arm forward. And the inhale is going to take you back up to a staff pose. The exhale, we're going to step back to a high lunge. Arms stay up and over. Take an inhale here. Exhale to your warrior two. So back heel comes down. We're going to heel toe left foot so it's in line with the arch of the back. And then come into that warrior two. So bending knee, arms come wide. We're going to inhale, reverse triangle. Left arm lifts up, left leg is straight. And then as you exhale, triangle pose. Left hand comes inside left foot. You can use a block if you'd like. Right arm starts up and overhead. And then we'll extend right arm, same direction as our nose, and then sweep the right arm over the head. So the bicep comes with the ear. Stay with that nice smooth breath, in and out through the nose. We'll start to bend left leg at the knee. Inhale, rising up to a reverse warrior pose. And then as we exhale, we come into a floating Ardha Chandrasana, floating half moon, shifting weight into the left foot as the right leg lifts up. Arms come to 6 and 12. You can slowly bend left knee, softly set right foot down. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the earth. Option to move through that vinyasa. Or we just step back, downward facing dog. Taking your gaze forward, you're going to bend the knees, jump or step your feet to the outside edges of your hand, yogi squat. Nice tall spine here. Hands at heart center. Use your elbows to push into the knees, knees push into the elbows. And then we're going to lower our bottom down to the earth. Good. All right. And find a nice comfortable seat. Left foot's going to pause here on the mat. And we're going to take our right leg up and cradle it like a little baby, right? So right foot comes to the inner part of your elbow, and right knee comes to the inner part of right elbow. And we're going to just cradle that leg, rock side to side. Give it a little love squeeze in, really getting into that IT band outer hip area. Good. And then we're going to set that right leg down for now and come on into the left side. Same left side. Find that little baby here. Cradle the leg. And then we'll relax that left leg down. Cool. Bring your feet down to the earth, knees open nice and wide, and we're going to lean forward. So lean forward, bring your hands forward, and we're going to walk our hands forward. And you might not get very far here. That's okay. We're setting up for our next posture. We're going to challenge ourselves this morning a little bit more than we have been. And then inhale, lift your heart back up, walk your hands back. Good. So we are going to try for a Titi Vasana today. So this is a arm balance where we are essentially bringing our legs underneath and crisscrossing at our ankles. Anyways, it's better if I just teach it to you. So let's start here. We're going to keep the same position, our feet on the earth, knees bent, and we're going to lean forward and try to slide our triceps underneath our thigh bones. Good. And then you're going to take your hands and bring them outside our calves, right on the outer part of our legs. And then you're going to bring your hands to the ground. And this might lift your legs up, and that's fine. You're going to cross your feet at the ankles here. So we're kind of coming into this little pretzel-y shape, right? Like pretzel yoga. And then we're going to try to lean forward and get our butt off the ground. Just like it sounds. You're going to try to lean forward and get the butt off the ground. Okay. And then you can uncross the ankles if you want and try to keep your weight forward. So see if you fall back, right? We'll try that again. Give yourself maybe 3 attempts at falling. Make sure to have a little laugh. It is a challenging pose. As you can see, I can barely get my butt off the ground. But maybe you'll have better luck than me. And just make sure to have a little fun. Take a little laugh at yourself. Some of these yoga poses are just so hard. But the point isn't to do, it's to try and to be in that space of curiosity, of playfulness, of love, right? It's not about getting any posture, but allowing ourselves to get to the place where we try to do it. And there's so many times in our life where we let fear drive us that we don't try anything new. So here in yoga, it's safe. It's a safe container to play authentically in this moment and really let go. And bonus is that we're home, so no one's around us, can't see us fall on our butt. An extra bonus, we're not falling on our face, we're falling on our butt. So it's always nice too. And so I'm guessing that we're all done probably playing at this moment. We're going to bring our feet together, knees open wide, and we're going to start to wind it down. Take an inhale, nice tall spine, And exhale, slowly hinge at your hips, forward fold. Let the chin come down. As you inhale, lift your heart back up. Keep your feet as they are in Baddha Konasana and come onto your backside for Supta Baddha Konasana. So just same thing, but lying down. And I want you to place your hands back on your belly, same way we began class today, and feel the rise and fall of your breath. With the help of our hands, we're going to draw our knees in towards each other, feet plant on the earth, setting up for a quick bridge pose. So feet hip width distance apart. We're going to inhale, lift the hips up. Hands come underneath the glutes as we gently wiggle our shoulders in towards each other. Nice and slow, lower the hips to the earth. Wiggle the shoulders out. Heel toe your feet out to outside edges of the mat, knees together, and gently windshield wiper the legs left and right. We're going to draw our knees into the chest, wrap our arms around the legs, and give ourselves a really big hug. Thank you, miraculous body, for trying new things. Thank you for keeping me safe and taking me from place to place and keeping me alive, right? Take a moment, pause, offer the gratitude, and then slowly extend your legs long to your final rest, your Shavasana, letting the body integrate what it's just gathered, what it's just taken in, palms facing up. Together, we'll take one last breath in through the nose and offering a big sigh out through the mouth. Shavasana. Start to take deeper breaths. Move your head left and right. And reach your arms up and over. Fully stretching the body. Draw your knees to your chest as you turn to one side. And at your own speed, rise to a seated position, maintaining eyes closed. Bringing both hands to your hearts. Offering one last bit of gratitude for this practice, this body, this moment. And together we'll find a breath in and softly sigh out. Bring the thumbs to the third eye, offering gratitude to each other. The teacher and student within me bows to the teacher and student within each of you. Thank you for showing up today. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. feelgoodyoga@gmail.com. Otherwise, I'll see you next time you make it to your mat. Have a beautiful day.